Hello, 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 hello. Now, Nick. Once again, the time of my own stream is not really working for me, and I don't know what's going on. But one of my AirPods is making a very obnoxiously type. Oh. I'm not gonna. I'm just not gonna look at it. Why are you guys here? Don't you have somewhere to be? Don't you have somewhere better to be? Enchanting sheeple. I think the word you're looking for is retarded. Good morning, Eskimo. And good night. Mounting Rio, mounting Master Protos, mounting ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, mounting Freddy, mounting I only follow bottoms, mounting LTGX. I do have somewhere to be here. No, I mean, other than here. Other than here. I didn't even say I was leaving yet. I know, I'm banishing you to the bedroom. That sounds very strange. Can someone who's homosexual on Kick say hello? Or is my Kick chat broken yet again? I wouldn't be surprised. Oops. I'm falling asleep. Can't fall asleep. I have stream to do. Man. Whatever. Kick not getting any love this stream. Sorry, success. Man, she hates us. Sorry. I hate myself. I don't necessarily hate you all. I do hate myself, though. That's true. Mounting. Okay, good luck at work. Mounting Kanan. I love you too. Mounting Accentique. So she does hate some Moonies. I think I hate people. I think I hate people. The Moonies who are Discord kittens. Maybe I hate less. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You can hate me more if you want. If it makes you feel better. Sugar, man. Sugar, man. Come on, man. I'm getting so annoyed right now. No, stop. Bad, bad, bad. The browser keeps like, what do you call it? Tiling. I thought tiling was useful, but except for when it doesn't tile the way I want it to. Mountain camp boy. Don't mind being hated better than being ignored. I like you, LDTGX. I like you. You're one of my favorite. A streamer did a live birth 30 minutes ago? That sounds illegal and disgusting. That sounds illegal and disgusting, but how did that go? Gotta resize some of those manually. I should too. Mounting Agigoka, thank you for calling me queen. Twitch gave them the okay to do it. That sounds you know, I'm way too miserable, unhappy, misanthropic, and antinatalist for this discussion. Was it educational or air quotes educational? No idea, but I am glad that I missed it. I'm so glad that I wasn't here for it. A publicity stunt. It's they're starting with the exploitation of their offspring quite early. From the moment of birth. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Good man in Jack's Life for Hire. I don't think parents should stream. It's not your fault that this job market is ass. Wait, what did I miss? Wait, what did I miss? Still can't get hired? I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Creating a child for clout, right? Random passerby. I bet she doesn't even love her spouse. I bet it's all for internet clout. Well, know that kid has a college fund? They're gonna blow it all on, they're gonna blow it all. They're gonna blow the college fund on the boo-boo dolls. On the BB dolls. Gamma streams. Eh? No, I'm not gonna. Gambling? Did I say something about. Oh, yeah. That would be smart. If they were on Kick, yeah, but I think this happened on Twitch. I don't know. I guess it's the same thing. Only Lafufu. Bro. Yeah. On the weird Lafufus. The Mew Mews? The Booby. Tried going back. Didn't get a call. Oh. Sorry. I wish I had more money. I wish I was as powerful as, the billionaires who, okay, I don't hate a lot of people, but fuck, man. Sorry to curse. Sorry to curse. I actually might. Look, I don't know the guy, but I think I hate Alex Karp. Wait. I think I actually hate him. I started thinking about that stupid fucking pretentious. Can you even call it a podcast? I don't know what the fuck it was. Room for the rich people who are, in air quotes, builders. I would say, build my balls, buddy. Literally who? The Palantir guys, man. There's he who shall not be named, and then there's the other one who's cartoonish, but doesn't seem to be a villain. Needs to shave his head. You don't like his afro. Anyway, I think it's yeah. I'm not offended by his hair or comb it. I'm not offended by his hair. I'm offended by everything else. I'll put you in a collar and shock you, bitch. Hey, there's another VTuber already who was on my timeline who posted a picture of a shock collar that they purchased. I'm not that type. You're talking about the guy who makes his son give him his blood? Not that one. I think that one is he who shall not be named. I'm pretty sure this one, does this one have kids? Does this one have a family? I don't know. Anyway, the reason why I dislike him is because he kept going on about, because I'm jealous. That's what it is. I'm fucking jealous. Hear me out. He's like, I don't listen to people unless they're builders. Have you tried building something? And I'm like, wait a minute. Is this about being a builder or is this about being a narcissist? Or is that word overused? Is it about being a sociopath, right? Because I feel like, he talks about it like anybody can get in this room if they're just 10 times better. And I'm like, no, It's not about being 10 times better. It's about being full of your own shit, loving the smell of your own taint. I think that's what it's about. The dude is insane. I don't know, man. I tried. Man in mobile suits at a Gundam. About ligma? Sanctimonious? What does that word even mean anymore? Start waking up at 5 a.m. You could be a billionaire. Trust. Shit! Ow. I woke up 1 hour too early. Can't be a billionaire. I don't even want to be a billionaire. That was the other thing, too. I feel like, man, I don't know. I'm so fucking mind warped. Today was probably the closest I've ever come to thinking about what I actually want, or what I actually need. But I realized over and over again that a lot of dreams I have or things that I want aren't things that I actually want. They're just things that I think I want. But I know that I'm not particularly money motivated. I know I'm not particularly motivated by competition. I didn't take anyone's points away again. I think maybe Kiklet is acting up a little bit. I can look at it after stream, but I can't look at it now. Being a billionaire would be good if you have the mentality to stay grounded. I don't think so, personally. I have, being a billionaire would be good for the people who want to be billionaires, who want to be extremely powerful and extremely wealthy. I have no desire. I have no desire at all whatsoever to be, actually, that's a lie. I do have a desire to be, like, powerful in, like, a local mayor in a third world country. Speaking of third world countries again, man, I'm all over the place, but, like, it occurred to me once again while reading a book today that it's not that I want to be a millionaire, it's that, I want to feel financially free. And in the United States, it may cost a couple million to have that financial freedom. Although again, I'm really concerned about the US dollar. And I don't know. I don't know anything about history. I don't know anything about economics. But oh boy, do I fear what would happen if the value of the dollar really tanked. Because then all of these people who are relatively wealthy compared to 99% of the rest of the globe would no longer be that case, and I don't know how they would handle it. But anyway, I want to be like, I don't want to be the top or the middle top or the middle of this particular food chain. I feel like I would be quite happy. I think I would be, so yeah, right? I want enough money I don't have to work. Roughly 2 million. Houses are like 500K. I think 10 million is probably enough to live in to live financially free in the US. But I feel like that number is a lot smaller in a third world country. It doesn't have to even be third world, just like less first world. So, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I could get away. I could not just get away. I could be quite happy with much less than $10 million. If I lived somewhere else. And I started thinking about how, okay, I'm not famous by any stretch of the imagination, but it doesn't fucking scale. And, if people think that they want to be famous or popular, I don't know, man. Maybe if you're an extrovert, as an introvert, I'd say, fuck, I want to be left alone. I want to be left alone. And then, but rich. I do think I want to be rich, but only relative to like, to like where I am locally. I don't want to be so rich that I have too many problems. First world should be easier to live. You think they didn't invest? What does that mean, man? I don't know. I don't want to live in dire poverty. I have little interest in being fabulously wealthy. Rio137, I didn't see you say that yesterday. I do believe you. But yeah. I feel currently like I live in poverty because I'm surrounded by more wealth than I can probably hope to have for the perceivable future. The perception of wealth is skewed. No number would sound right. To you, maybe, Elijah. Good morning, by the way. To me, I think I have. It may be less than a number, but a lifestyle sounds right to me. Ligminaire. Maybe at 62 million is enough, but not in your late 20s. I don't know, man. The other thing is, what if you get to 60 and you have a hard time spending all the money that you saved? That's a whole other topic, though. I don't have to worry about that for a little bit of time. Soon, though. The man in Lucera. Poverty is when you can't take care of your health because you can't afford it. Okay, so then I am. I am in poverty. Shit. Man, I want to be the richest homeless man, Master Protos. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. I'd be happy to have a home, not have to worry about basic things like food and water. Here's my hot take. I don't even want a home. I don't think I want a home. I want shelter. Man, but do I want a home? Like a whole house sounds like such a problem. Maybe a small house somewhere, but even then, I you know what? I don't think I've traveled enough. I think I need to leave my house more often because there's nowhere I can imagine that has like the size of home that I would want to live in with the kind of neighbors that I would readily tolerate. Go to Kazakhstan, we have $40,000 basic apartments. That's what I'm talking about, except I don't know what's the local language of Kazakhstan. Also, do women have rights there? This is an ignorant question. I'm just asking because I don't know. Don't touch me. How about a bunker? It sounds like fun. Uh, I think van life might suit me. Come to Texas? Oh no. Absolutely not. Lechuga! I'm banned in Texas, I'm pretty sure. They don't like anime girls there. What do you need rights for, Pyroite? Like the famous feminist author Virginia Woolf said. Don't get married, don't have kids, have money of your own, and is this because I said something bad about Ted Cruz? Man. Anyway. Moon I'm either under attack by a deep state or by Alex Carp. Now, I thought about this again. Like, for someone like him, I bet it would get on. I bet it would get on his nerves. Not even if you express dislike of him or hatred, but if you were just to make fun of him, like every day on Twitter, like one tweet a day, just making fun of him. Anyway, I don't want to look at chat anymore, man, because I don't know how to selectively read. But yeah, I'm back. For those of you who need to be told, which makes no sense. If you're already here, you're already in the chat. Oh man, okay, calm down. I'm just gonna meow for a little bit until my nerves calm down. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. I'm feeling very cat-like. No? I'm sharpening those claws, but I won't take anyone's eye out for now. Anyway. Oh yeah. So I want to tell you the fun thing that I did today. Yesterday I was talking about my bank account and I mentioned taxes. And then today I got a creepy phone call talking, saying stuff about my taxes. I'm like, okay, I know you guys are fucking listening to me all the time. Sorry for cursing again. But this is just too much. This is just a little bit too far too much. So I spent a good portion of the day working on my taxes and then slightly worrying that I messed up and that maybe I owed something. I don't. Listen, I will admit that I'm not an accountant or a tax attorney. I will admit that taxes are complex. They're complex, but they're not impossible. And yes, so what if I, made the calculations incorrectly a couple of times? So what? So what if I made a set of calculations based on premises that are no longer true because tax codes change every fucking year? Scammers are rampant right now. Just vibe tax. Yeah. Egigoka. Yes. I was vibe taxing today and it was really fun. I'm not gonna lie. It gave me a headache, but it was really fun. College educated women can't into taxes. It's so obvious. Well, you know, I think taxes are stupidly, moronically easy to do when you are a wage slave. When you're a wage slave, you just got to make sure that you fill out one form and you got to make sure that you for your employer or whatever, then you wait and you get the form in the mail and then like there's nothing to it. You just collect when you're a wage slave, you just gather forms, you just collect forms. But when you're wealthy and you have assets, oh, Iron B 127, you're here for a tax lesson from a retarded cat. You stick around, it's fine. Yeah. When you're wealthy and you have assets, it's difficult. And when you're poor, but make a little bit of money, but you're not paid by the man, it's difficult again. Trust me, it is. So here's the way they perplex you. If you will owe less than $1,000, wait, I shouldn't start there. Where should I start? If you're self-employed, okay, let's start there. If you're self-employed, you have to pay your taxes, right? It's much easier to pay a third party to file it through them. I usually do, but hear me out. If you are self-employed, you still have to pay your taxes, it turns out. Even if you are solo self-employed and single, yeah, you gotta give Uncle Sam his cut. You have the self-employment tax, which is a combination of Social Security and Medicare, Social Security and Medicare. And it works out to 15.3% because numbers, but it's not 15.3% of how much you earned. It's 15.3% of 92.35% of how much you earned. Okay, so everybody writing that down, right? That's your self-employment tax. Then, on top of that, you have federal income tax, which is based on tax brackets. Okay? The very first tax bracket for poverty people, for poverty folks, goes from 0 to around $11,000, blah, 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 blah. And you are taxed 10% on every dollar earned from 0 to 11,000, except there's a catch. And this is where I was confused because I'm fucking poor. You also have a deductible, right? Your deductible can be itemized based on your own expenses, yada yada yada. Or if you don't have, if you're not all that fancy, if you don't know what to do for that, you can take the standard deduction, which the government has worked out to be some number, and for a single person filing a loan, the standard deductible is, with no dependents, is $15,000 and $750. I don't know. I will just call it $15,000 for short. We'll call it that. Just be married with dependents. No way, success. It's not for me. Why is cat lady poor? Because I don't have job, and I also I'm unemployable. I'm not gonna get married. There's nobody I want to get married to. Shall we take a tangent? Okay, this is gonna turn off a lot of Moonies. I'm sorry in advance, but it's also a good thing. We gotta filter you guys out sometimes. I'm about to filter some of you. I know, Kanan, you've offered to marry, but I don't want to. Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. There's something I want to say that will disturb you, but I'm going to respect this other person's right to dignity, and I will leave it alone. I was gonna talk shit about an ex, but I'll leave it alone. It's that bad. Kind of. It's kind of bad. It's whatever though. It's whatever. Anyway, the thing is, yeah, I leave it alone. What does this have to do with Momo? It has nothing to do with Momo. Anyway, back to the tax lesson. So, it's not 0 to $11,000. It's after you've deducted the $15,000, you are taxed at 10% on every dollar after that, from 0 to 11,000, and then it goes up to 12%, and then I don't even bother to look at the higher tax brackets because I don't earn that much money. I think even when I was working, I don't think I really ever earned that much money. And then when I was working for the man, I didn't even have to calculate it myself because, it's like, the worksheets and whatever, you take it, you file online or you go to your parents' accountant, they do it for you. But anyway, this time I'm calculating it for myself. So, here's the other funny thing. As a self-employed person, if you're going to owe $1,000 or more in taxes, you're actually supposed to pay what's called estimated tax, which is quarterly. So you pay 1/4 every quarter. The dates are January 15th, April 15th, May, June, July 15th, and October 15th. So I was thinking about this again because every time one of those quarterly dates comes around, I think to myself, shit, am I gonna earn enough to have to owe $1,000 in taxes? Because if I do, then I'm supposed to pay this estimated tax. But I want to calculate it correctly because if I'm not going to earn that much, then I don't have to pay it quarterly. It's like a whole lot of thing, right? Withholding? So withholding is if you're a wage slave. You gotta cheat harder. 10% on the first 11,600, 12% on income between 11,601 and 47,150, 22% on 47,151 up to 50,000. Thank you, Kanan. You know what? Kanan, you are definitely marriageable. I'll give you that. Anyway, where was I going with this? So, yeah. If you're gonna earn enough that you're gonna have to pay $1,000, now that $1,000 isn't from federal income tax, it's $1,000 total tax or more than you have to pay quarterly. And then on top of that, if you earn $400, you don't sound unemployable, just highly restricted. Trust me, I'm unemployable. If you earn at least $400, you have to report it to the government, and that from self-employment, you have to report it to the government, and you owe self-employment taxes on that 400. So here's where I was getting confused. I felt like, okay, I definitely earned more than $400, so I know I have to report this to the government. But again, the big question is like, am I going to have to pay? Am I going to owe over $1,000? And if yes, do I, when do I start paying the estimated taxes? I save you guys. Actually, no, I'll just tell you the whole story, right? So it basically works out that if you make, let's start with the deductible, right? If you earn less than the standard deductible, let's say like $15,000, then effectively your federal tax, what's the word I'm looking for? Obligation is 0, right? If you're fucking poor, like this cat girl here, and you make under $15,000 a year, you owe $0 in federal income tax. But federal income tax isn't total tax, it's just federal income tax. If you're self-employed and you make under $15,000, you still have to pay your self-employment taxes. With a caveat. If you're still under, like, let's say you're just at the line. Oh, my brain hurts thinking about this shit. Why does my brain hurt all over again? Damn it. I don't want to give you guys bad advice. I don't want to give bad advice. So I'm going to be very careful. But from what I understand is that fuck, my brain hurts. Your self-employment tax can also be deducted from your federal income tax. This is not financial advice. But not the whole thing. 50% of your self-employment tax can also be deducted. So that's like a whole other thing. Anyway. Fuck. So, the long story long is that I don't earn enough money to have to pay federal income tax, but I've earned maybe close to, I think, approaching $4,000 this year, right? Isn't that nice? Someone do the math. What's 4,000 divided by 9? I forgot. I did it earlier, but I forget already. Someone do the math. What's 4,000 divided by 9? My Oshi is making progress. The best strategy is to marry a nice chatter. There are no nice chatters. You're living in California, get the fuck out and let it die. Thank you, Oni-chan. 444. Sounding very wet bread. 4,000 is greater than 0. True. So yeah, about $440 a month. And that's pretty accurate, although this month, it looks like I'm making a lot less. So who knows what the average will be by the end of the year. This is not pressuring chat, by the way, to pay me money. I'm just discussing this because I find it interesting and fascinating. Also, I've learned that I've been listening to talks by wealthier people who are wealthier than me, and they say going from 0 to the first million is a lot more fun than the millions after that. So I'm trying to enjoy the ride. Time to forfeit all my mortal possessions. No. Come on in, Frank Esther. Anyway, so $4,000 is not enough to owe federal income tax because it's under the 15,000. But okay, I need my chat calculator again. What's 92.35% of 4,000? 92.35% of 4,000? Someone please help. And it's never this straightforward. They make you calculate all kinds of bullshit. And then it's like they try to look to see where's the place we could get the most amount of money but actually be reasonable. Okay, 3,694. So, okay, I need one more math calculation. 15.3% of 3,609 per 4. 15%. So that's like, man. Actually, I don't know. 15%. 36. It's less. It's gotta be less than $800. How much is that? More than 500. Less than. I got 554.10. Is that accurate? 15.3. Anyway. So in this hypothetical assessment, if I made no more money for the rest of the year, I would owe $554. I gotta sneeze. Oh man. I would sorry. I would owe $554 in self-employment tax and 0 in federal income tax. But again, the way it actually works out, this is the part that's a little bit mind-boggling. When you're poor, because I would still fall under that standard deductible, I don't have to pay it quarterly. I don't have to pay it quarterly. And then I'm pretty sure when I go to file my taxes in April, man, 1 second. Anyway, when I go to file my taxes in April, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna owe that much. Anyway, I think living in poverty is not fun. It's confusing. It's a little bit confusing. Won't the fucking new law make it so tips from streaming aren't taxable, so it would be 0 federally? I don't make all my money from tips on streaming. But yeah. Anyway. I think, yeah. Waking up 5 a.m. drinking espresso. Yeah. Anyway, this stream has gone on too long technically because I had the other stream before it. But thank you guys for coming to my tax talk on a Wednesday. Will we ever get back to the regular schedule of streams? Of course we will. But for now, for now I have other stuff on my mind. So I'm doing the other stuff. We'll get back to it eventually. Need moon lore? Why no marriage? I can't marry because I have borderline. Having borderline personality disorder means that I split. And splitting means that 1 second I love you and I think you are the greatest invention since sliced bread. And the next minute I maybe not hate, maybe hate is too strong of a word, but really dislike you or want to be far away from you. So it's like it's very hard for me to stably like someone. It's really hard. And then even when I do like someone, I also have really low self-esteem, so I start thinking I don't want this person to be around me. I don't care. So splitting it has nothing to do about with you, because I know that some Moonies prefer yanderes. They kind of want to be bullied by a woman. Thank you for coming to my stream. Some Moonies have expressed the desire to be yeah, bullied by a woman. But splitting is about me, right? So I don't want to be around someone that I don't like. Dated a borderline once. She nearly took my eye with a cig when we split. Ouch. When she split. Ouch. Library turtle, I'm glad you made it out with both eyes. That's I can't say I relate to your ex-girlfriend. Um the worst I've ever done after a breakup is stalking. The worst I've ever done after a breakup is stalking my ex. The second worst I've ever done after a breakup is trying to kill myself. But other than that, leave me alone. I'm not gentle. Fisty, can you keep your fan fiction to yourself, please? I'm not amazing either. What part of stalking someone is amazing? It's creepy. I would take my mom's car, and I would drive to his place, and I would park down the street, and I would just like sit in there. I'm lucky. I'm lucky that he didn't call the police, but I didn't try to contact him, so maybe he didn't know. Maybe he didn't know. The moon can drive? Yeah, of course I can drive. Um, Talking to my other friends Friday. Two different girls told me they liked me while they were going out with them. My friends were like, that's amazing that it happened not once but twice. I mean, that is a way for some women. Some women some women find a guy who's okay and then his friends are better, so they try to like ladder climb to a better relationship through the friend group. But um but if you have self-respect or if she's not that hot, it doesn't really work. But you'd be surprised. There are a lot of guys who are willing to give up all of their friendships for the sake of some pussy. Manly Max Acre, what did you expect to come out of the stalking? Oh, two things. One, I wanted to catch him with his with the coworker he told me not to worry about. So he had a coworker named Amanda, and he would always tell me stories about her, and I was very suspicious. I was like, "All right, okay, I see where this is going. I'm getting fucking cucked. I'm getting cucked, man. In my first real relationship. This is in college as a sophomore. I got cucked, by Amanda." And then he kept telling me, "Oh, she's like a lesbian now." I'm like, "Sure, sure. I'm sure she's a lesbian." And you know what? You know what? You can like the name Amanda. That's fine. I like the name Amanda too. I had a best friend named Amanda. Anyway, um, I went. I think I told the story already. I was invited to his workplace holiday function, and I think her witnessing him doting on me made her not a lesbian all of a sudden. All of a sudden, she's no longer a lesbian. It's that thing, Kanan. It's exactly your scenario. She witnessed, well, not exactly, but it's similar. She witnessed him being kind to me, and that made him more attractive to her. And then she started flirting with him after that. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, when he broke up with me, he was the one who said that he's not sure. He's not sure if he's not gay or he's gay or not. Listen, that's happened more than once. But yeah, he's like, I've never had anal with a man. So, but maybe that was like code. Maybe he meant Amanda. So like, he just like, maybe he wasn't really talking about the male sex, but talking about he hasn't done anal with her yet, so he's not sure. But anyway, did you ever find them together? Nope, never found them together. And one day we did end up talking again out of the blue, and I acted very desperate. So there was like a little bit of a time period where yeah, so that was it. So basically, I stalked him, but I didn't contact him. I didn't call him, I didn't text him or anything. I just wanted proof that he was a scumbag. But it turns out that when you go quiet and you're silent and they don't know that you're stalking them, they find it kind of mysterious and then they think that they miss you or something. So he contacted me. And then I started crying. I started sobbing. I'm like, wah, 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 why did you leave me? Why did you leave me? I was just starting to like you. Man! I know, we were just getting to the part where I was starting to like you, man. So then we did this sort of like, I don't know, this kind of weird thing where we would go to the park or we go to get pizza and I would just be there sniffling and crying and he would just be there like a hostage. We did that a couple of times and then yeah, I stopped contacting him. I think the reason why I stopped contacting him is because I tried to kill myself again. So I had to go into the loony bin again. And then when I was in the loony bin, I met more exciting friends. So after I got out of the loony bin, which is just like a psych ward in a hospital, by the way. Yeah, after I got out, I hung out with those friends instead of like stalking that person. Meow, meow, meow. Glad you're doing much better. That's enough oversharing for one night. Exciting friends in the loony bin? How exciting. That's where I told you guys about. Actually, this is getting a little bit too personal. Exciting friends, man, who were kind of crazy just like me. It was great. It was great. Great friends are always a bit loony, true. 1 hour of Moonson, true. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Didn't know what'll happen tomorrow. I gotta go. Bye. I love you. Bye. No, stop asking me personal questions. Stop it. Stop fanficking me. Stop fanfucking me. Please. Please. I'm saving myself for marriage. Miss her already? Okay, where's the waifus? No waifus. No anime. No question of the day. No quote of the day. Just gayness. Have a lovely Wednesday. I'm so sad again, right? Like, what is it with guys deciding that they might be homosexual after being with me? What is it about me? I'm not a femboy, and I'm not that much of a tomboy anymore. I mean, I used to be. I went through a tomboy phase, but I think I'm pretty feminine now. Anyway,